Okay, so our first lesson here today is on perimeter, and perimeter should be pretty easy. The definition of perimeter, the official definition I guess you could use, is that it is the distance around a closed figure. Now, most of this unit I'll give you a formula, and really perimeter doesn't really need a formula, but if you're dying to use one, I guess this would be my perimeter formula, that P for perimeter is equal to, well, just add up all the sides. It's not much of a formula, but if you forget later on, this is what you can refer back to. Alright, first example. Let's say we had something like this, where this side is 4 centimeters, this side is 2.5 centimeters, 3 centimeters, 6 centimeters. What's the perimeter of that object, as the question might say. So to figure this out, we add up all the sides, and I know you probably think it's really easy, and it is. Just make sure you don't duplicate any of the sides. So 4 plus 2.5 plus 3 plus 6. That's it. 4 plus 2.5 plus 3 plus 6. You add it all up, you should get 15.5. Don't forget the units, centimeters. Done. That's all you gotta do. So if I say show work, that's what I mean. All the numbers and then the answer, correct units, preferably the answer circled. Okay? The next example, let's say you had something like this. And we're told that this side, this side, this side, and this side are all equal. And this side is 5 centimeters, whereas this is 3 centimeters. How would you do that? Well, remember, these little dashed lines tell you that all these sides are equal. So if that's 3, that means that's 3, and that's 3. So to do the perimeter, you could just say 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 5, or a quicker way would be to say 3 centimeters times 1, 2, 3, 4 plus 5. And in that case, you would add it all up. 12 plus 5, 17 centimeters. Done. Moving along. Next example. Let's see, you had something like this. Where we're told that this side and this side are equal, and this is 2 centimeters, and we are told that this here is 0.5 centimeters, and this here to there is 6 centimeters. What's the perimeter of that? And that's all you're told. Well, first you're probably thinking, well, what about this side and that side? Well, you're going to have to figure that out. So, this side, if you think of it as a rectangle, it's a chunk taken out, this entire side will equal this entire side. Well, if you know that's 2, and the leftover part is 2, so 2 plus 2, that means this side is 4 centimeters. And to figure out what this side would be, it would just be the opposite. This is 6. This is 0.5, so this entire side would be 6.5 centimeters. So when you do it all, you should get a perimeter of 6.5 plus 2 plus 6 plus 0.5 plus 4. 6, You add it all up, and you should get a final answer of 25.0 centimeters. Don't need the 0.0 there, but I did anyways. Okay, so that's if you're missing some sides, you have to do some detective work and figure it out. Alright, getting a little bit trickier. What if I gave you something like this? You have a triangle, and you're told that this side is 6 centimeters, this is 8 centimeters. We don't know what this side is, yet we're told the entire perimeter is 25 centimeters. Two ways to do this. One, I'm sure most of you will take to, is that if the whole distance is supposed to be 25, and this side is 8, that side is 6, well, what must this side be? Well, it's basically 25, the entire distance around, minus 14, which would give you 11 centimeters. So this side, which is what the question was asking, is 11 centimeters. That's one way to do it. If you wanted to use your algebra skills, remember perimeter is the distance around an object, so the 25 centimeters is equal to 8 plus 6 plus this unknown side, which is anything you want to call it. Let's call it x. This is 25. Add up these two, you get 14 plus x. And then it's just solving for x. The 14 is bugging the x. Subtract 14. Do the same to the other side. 14's cancel out. You're left with x on this side. You're left with 11 here. Same thing. 11 or 11. Two ways to do it. Okay. That's the perimeter for, I guess, a polygon. But there are things called regular polygons. And when you identify these things, it makes life easier. And regular polygons are just figures with all the sides and angles the same. So if you had a 3-sided polygon, that would be, so again, that means that 3 sides are exactly the same. Well, if you put 3 sides exactly the same and close it, make a closed figure, you'd have a triangle. So there you'd have an equilateral triangle as a 3-sided polygon. 4-sided would be, well, think of 4 lines joined together, equal length, would have to be a square. 5-sided would be like this, like the school sign. That's a pentagon. Penta means 5. 6-sided would look like this. And again, little dashed lines to show that they're all equal. That's a hexagon. And it goes on and on and on. I'm not going to draw out the 7-sided. I'll just tell you that 7-sided is a heptagon. 8 is the stop sign. Octagon. 9 is a nonagon. And 10, decagon. Okay, so how do you figure out perimeter questions with regular polygons? It's actually very easy too. Next example, let's say you have a figure like this, 6 equal sides, so that would be a hexagon, and let's say that each side is 2.2 centimeters. You had to find the perimeter of this. Well, you could just go 2.2 plus 2.2 plus 2.2 all the way around, or it's just quick and easier just to go 6, because there's 6 sides in a hexagon, times 2.2, and you would get your final answer 13.2 centimeters. Circled, done. Okay, one last example. Let's say you had something like this. Word problem here. A pentagon has a perimeter 27 centimeters. What's the length of each side? Well, to do this, I would draw a diagram of the pentagon. And so we're told that the entire distance around is 27, so the perimeter is 27. What's the length of each side? Well, the good thing is the length of each side, they're all the same. So it's 27 centimeters divided into 5 equal sides. So it's just 27 divided by 5, which is 5.4. Okay, that's it. We can move on to the assignment that I asked you to do, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.